Yeah, I've had that happen where it's like, love your riffs, but the cleans, no. And I'm like, all right, bro. Well, thanks for coming to the show. Appreciate it. I was like, go to Ricky and tell him that. I guarantee you won't.
Real quick before getting into today's episode, just wanted to shout out a few quick things. First of all, we have a Patreon. For as low as $1.50 a month, you can get early access to these episodes as well as your name in the credits. And with the $5 tier, you can gain access to member-only channels in our Discord server. Secondly, we have merch. 2 designs that we absolutely love. You can find those over at indiemerchstore.com. And last but not least, we do these podcast recordings live on Twitch. So if you want to be a part of the conversation, see these as they happen. We do those every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. Yeah, that's it. Links to everything I just mentioned will be in the description, along with links to our Discord server and our other socials. That's it. That's all I got to plug. Enjoy the episode. Chase Wilson, welcome to the show. How are you doing, my man?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Doing great, actually. Just gonna try to be in the show. That would maybe be better. Or I mean, we can. Or I just the
grandma FaceTime angle.
I call it like the when a parent is kind of trying to be on a Zoom call and they're just like, is this on? And you're just like, yeah, but you're and they just stay like that the whole time, and you're like, you can just move your phone a little bit, and they're like, oh, okay. And you're like, okay,
I call that, do you have games on your phone?
Yes. Oh, yeah. There we go. Same person who probably invites you on Facebook to play something. Is that still a thing? You remember that? Like that person invited you to play like Candy Crush or something.
I think you can still poke people on Facebook. I think so. I haven't looked into it, but I think it's still a feature.
You absolutely can. Some of my friends still poke me. Yeah, no. I've gotten a few pokes.
What? It's the equivalent. Do you guys remember what was the name on MSN? Was it Wiz?
Oh yeah, but that was a downfall of MSN.
I know, but isn't it kind of the same? It's kind of a same purpose.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like an audio cue in the way and a shake of the screen and
was there something more annoying? Like it had to be your intention to be annoying to do like a whiz, like that's the only purpose of that, to be annoying. No one in the history of MSN has ever been like, oh cool, I'm glad you send the whiz, it's great. No one ever. So it's a great way to start, by the way. MSN, great way to start. Liking it.
Yeah, it was Yahoo Messenger, AIM. Those are the ones that I had. I don't know what Wiz is, to be completely real.
What? Like the MSN, it goes like you're at MSN and then you could click and it would take over your screen entirely. It would goes like and take over your. Yeah, it was the worst actually. I'm not saying it was good. It was terrible. Like I was a nerd, right? So I would be trying to play RuneScape and then. And I would lose my mind,
It's like a bunch of pop-up ads and stuff like that.
Well, yeah. It's terrible. I don't know whose idea it was, but yeah, I don't like that person anymore. So that's I'm saying that person's probably right now like 70 or something, but because it was a while back. But
I feel it.
Not to say we're old, but when you talk about MSN.
Not to ask a man his age, but you're around our age, right? What are you, like 34, 35?
34, you guessed it. Now on the head.
There we go. I mean, we're all in the same club here.
We are amongst friends.
Backs are hurting. That's the takeaway.
Backs and knees and everything else.
Oh yeah. Yeah, your body is telling you. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm trying to lie to myself, and I'm like skateboarding an entire day, and I'm like, I'll be fine tomorrow, like no problem. And I wake up and my body's just like, yeah, you're gonna wait till next time, and then I have to spend a few days not skating. So age is definitely a factor.
Most def.
Yep.
Chase, I wanted to first and foremost congratulate you on the brand new album.
Yep.
That came out. What? It's been just under 2 weeks now that it's come out. How's it feel to have it actually out there in the wild? How's the reception been? Tell me about the rollout.
Dude, it's awesome. We've been sitting on these songs for a little while now. I feel like the first album we did was a little bit like not rushed, but we did it just very quickly. And I've been writing some of these songs since like right after that came out. So we've had these for like 2 to 3 years, and then we even recorded at the end of 2024 with Josh Schrader. So it's been, man, a year and some change since we even recorded them. So I'm stoked. I'm very stoked that they're out in the world right now. And, the reception's been awesome. I know it's a different album than Burden, and you still have that classic feel of what we are, but we decided to switch it up a little bit, you know what I mean, and add some different things.
To be fair, I think the last record was that way as well, in contrast to the EP before it. So I think that's maybe just we've come to expect it with Ov Sulfur at this point, right? Like, I think if someone's along for kind of the melding of styles that you guys do in the first place, I think most people are probably pretty open to the style evolving as well, right?
Totally. I mean, if you're a fan of the band, then absolutely. I feel like you kind of know that this is coming, like, because we just kind of like to push the envelope to see how far we can take things at certain points, especially like with elements like melodies and clean singing and all that stuff, because it's not super prevalent in the genre that we are, but we're trying to make it a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's the move, though. Like you said earlier, like, I don't think it's exactly what people expect within the scene or whatever. I think it's way better to lean into something and be like, I keep saying it a lot on the podcast, but like, it's better to be yourself and to full on try things as opposed to just like, oh, this is where deathcore is now, then we should do that. I think that's the trap. Like, that makes it just okay. That's the difference between another deathcore album and oh shit, that's actually interesting, and that's how you build like a cult following, as opposed to just like people who think your band is pretty cool, if that makes sense. That's kind of how I
No, totally. Yeah, and that's kind of like the vibe that we're trying to give off too. I mean, we could be like every other band right now that's trying to get clicks and TikTok clips and all this other stuff, but that's just not the goal with us. I would rather write music that I enjoy listening to and that I think has substance. And, the guys agree with me that, obviously having some of your typical like deathcore tropes in the songs is a necessity. That's going to be a thing. We're a deathcore band at the end of the day, but we always want to experiment and try to add new elements to these songs and see what people like, what people don't like, and kind of evolve from there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
makes sense.
Yeah, it's more of like like the way you do it, to me, it's like you walk into a world almost. Like, the ambience is really intense. It's not like a lot of modern deathcore, I feel like, and obviously I won't name anything, is just like it's a deathcore structure. The orchestral settings are going to be around the same spot in a certain way, and it's just like, okay, it's another type of things. When I was hearing it, it's more of like, oh my god, like you're walking to a world and everybody, like, everything is breaking down. I know it's not the same for every song, but that's kind of how I felt. And I think it's, if you do something, to me, like, just go all out and make it, make it your own, as opposed to oh, this is what is cool at the moment, let's do it. It's always going to be just like a not as exciting thing if you just do what's already been done, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I mean, by no means are we like reinventing the wheel here. Like, what we've done has been done before. We're just trying to do it in our own way. And the things that you said, like when you're stepping into a world, we want it to feel cinematic. We want it to feel like we want that atmosphere to really set the tone, especially for an album like this, where it's, I guess, not conceptual, but like there's a theme and a story to be told throughout the entire way. You know what I mean? I think that's just super important.
Yeah, and the more it goes, the more I feel like Ricky has always been. It's no secret. I've been a fan of Ricky since like forever, but he's leaning more and more into. And I'm not only talking about the singing. I'm talking singing and screaming more. I don't want to say vulnerable, like a lot of emotions through it. I was hearing it. We were talking about it off stream. It's like it's pretty crazy to hear. Like a lot of modern deathcore, it's no secret. There's a lot of trends and a lot of a lot of the same sound, but he very much sounds like himself, And I think it's cool to hear. We were talking about that before the stream, and it's awesome to see more like he's being himself and fully comfortable, it feels like. So
totally and he's kind of figuring that out as he goes. And when we first started, I feel like he wanted to get these sounds. He wanted to sound like this person, or he wanted to sound like that person. It's like we're finally stepping into a place where we're both kind of comfortable with our voices, him screaming and singing and me singing. So I feel like we're finally getting to this point where it's like, okay, we know our voices well enough to know what we can do, what our sound is, and what we can accomplish here. So yeah, thank you for noticing. That's awesome.
Welcome. No, it's just awesome to see, especially if you go from back then, again, not to say we're old, but like from Suffocate, like all the history and what he went through, and even with your band, right? Like it's already been a few years, and you can hear kind of him as a vocalist and trying different things, and it's not necessarily easy to try to go full on vulnerable and emotional, and he just leaned into it and he did it kind of. I'm not saying he doesn't care, but it just feels like, fuck it, I'm doing it type thing, and it's been cool to see,
Yeah, that's kind of like our motto is fuck it, just do it.
That's the way you're gonna be, man. It's like if you're not having fun, you're not being yourself. I mean, you're gonna get, no matter what you do, that's the reality we're living in. Some people are gonna like it, some people are gonna hate it, and people who hates it are usually super loud. It's just how it is. So just do whatever you really want to do, and worst gonna happen is what? A comment?
Yeah,
who cares?
Exactly.
So,
oh man, I hate clean singing. Oh man, this is lame. Like, we've seen it all, dude. Like if you take people and what they say with that much regard, people you don't even know, and you can't grow from it or learn from it or, be true to yourself, then I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice. Actually, I see somebody in the chat goes, kids are afraid to be cringe or annoying nowadays. And it's like, it's true. At the risk of, doing things, people are like, oh, that might be cringe, or oh, that might be annoying, or oh, you're never going to know unless you just do it, and
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And it's also when you think about yourself, like a lot of the times in my life, if I want to know if something matters or not, just try to imagine yourself later with perspective. Will that matter or not? Will you prefer not doing something in case Steve or Kevin is going to comment? Or do you want to just be yourself, have fun, and be stupid? And remember that instead. Like, those are the moments. Like, a lot of people don't realize they're not doing stuff for who exactly. Like, what's gonna be the difference? You won't even know who that is. And I just prefer to be myself. I look at my content a lot, and he knows. Like, I'm gonna look at and I'm like, oh my god, I did that. Like, I'm cringing myself. Tons of the time, I'm like, what is even that? I'm laughing at myself. Like, I'm reading the comments and I'm having the same reaction as people hating my old comments. I'm like, I get it. I got, and it's fine. I don't care. I rather try things, and some of the things are gonna be cool, and some of it is gonna be cringe. A lot of it is gonna be cringe. Totally fine. I got one of my favorite comments this week. Somebody said, first time I see someone being both awkward and awesome somehow, and I was like, that's perfect to me. It's great. Like, at least there's some part of me that you thought was cool. But what's the point of just trying to, or just not doing something, or be like, oh, what if, like, it's just a lose situation, you know? Like, people end up not posting or not doing anything in case, like, are you really better off? I don't know. That's the way I see it.
No, yeah, that's totally true. And it's like, sometimes I just kind of like have fun with what people say, you know what I mean? And it's more so kind of just amusing, like, because I will say some of the insults I've heard about like Ov Sulfur are really fucking funny. So some people get super creative with them, and I'm like, I got to give that one to you. That was actually pretty fucking funny.
That's really true. Like, the amount of times that we laugh with comments that we either get or on my page or whatever we send, it's one of the most fun we have. Like, we send each other like, okay, that was actually pretty good, you know? Very often we even go along with it. Like, on the podcast, seriously, happens one of my favorite things. They're gonna comment on the podcast about something negative about me, and I often myself with my account said, like, I'm saying, yeah, that guy's the worst, like, he should be out of, like, and sometimes they don't realize that it's me, and they just they just go along and they're like, yeah. No problem. So just have fun with it, because it's the moment you realize that it just won't do anything. It just won't.
Exactly.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Right.
No problem.
You mentioned, sorry to step in here, but you said something that caught my ear, and I don't want to forget about it. You mentioned recording the album over a year ago. Is there a particular reason why the year-long wait?
I mean, it has to do with like rollout stuff and like what's going on with the label and, things of that nature. And it was just based on best interest from management and the label that we push it back a little bit. It was supposed to come out, I believe, towards the end of 2025. And after seeing what was going on with Century, I understand why they pushed it back. We had a Lorna record, we had an Orthodox record, we had a Signs of the Swarm record, we had, all of this stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't really argue with that. So it was better to start 2026 off fresh with us. And I kind of agree now. Then I was like, why? No, I want to get it out ASAP, but that's not always the best route. That's just me being selfish, wanting to get my music out.
Yeah.
But it's understandable though. I mean, like, who wants to, in general, sit for a long time on their music that they're excited to release? Like, it's understandable, to your defense.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I just, sometimes I have to have people in my corner like that to challenge me. And, and Ricky and, the boys, because like we all wanted it out, but
God bless Mr. Brad.
God bless Brad. God bless Brad and Mike Gitter and everybody at Century. Because it worked out in our favor. I can't even lie. Starting the year off with this was actually probably the better move. So.
I mean, you guys are also kind of like dropping it now, and then you guys are going on this like massive fucking tour too as well at the same time. So that's got to count for something as well, right? Because I feel like a lot of the times there's kind of maybe the opportunities around it too that kind of factor into when to release an album, right? I can hardly think of a better kind of tour to go out with. The sheer size of this tour is going to be massive for the album, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, and when we had this in mind, I was like, well, we need to tour off this record, so we need to do something. And we had a couple different ideas going on, and this one kind of just happened. And I was like, oh yeah, that's like the perfect tour to tour off this record with. So, plus we've been fans of Orbit for, man, like a couple of years now, so the boys and I, when we heard that we got the offer, we were just like, oh, fuck yeah, run it. Let's do that. 110%. So I'm very grateful that actually happened and everything kind of fell into place like that. So I couldn't think of a better tour to tour the record on.
Oh yeah, man. I was kind of talking, because I saw you guys in Ottawa last a couple of months ago, and was talking to Ricky kind of about, you know, the kinds of tours that you, because you guys had just announced the Orbit Culture tour, and you guys had the Necrogoblicon tour not too long prior to that as well. And it just got me thinking about the different types of tours that you guys have been doing, and how I think it's cool that a band like you guys is able to kind of fit nicely on these like pretty diverse kind of set of bills, right? Like I feel like you guys can probably even kind of tweak your set to better fit whatever, you know, whatever kind of bill you guys are going to be playing with, and cater to whatever. But do you do you enjoy those more diverse tours that aren't like deathcore tours?
I love those diverse tours because you get people that might not have listened to you coming in, checking you out, and you never know, you could make a new fan that would have never found you otherwise, you know. And especially like something like the Necrogoblicon bill, like having Necro and Revo and Brat and us, there's that we're all different bands, like completely. So I thought that was really cool. And you know, I hope more tours come that way for us as well, because there's honestly some of the most fun ones. And you know, we had a great time, made a lot of new fans. So shout out to Necro, by the way. Great dudes. Love them.
Oh yeah.
All right, shout out Dickie Allen. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Dickie, my boy.
Oh yeah.
I feel like maybe some of these bands' fan bases too are maybe a little less anal about you know, the bands that they're seeing on a bill, as opposed to like the typical deathcore fan. maybe that's just my perspective, but I feel like for a band like you guys, it's like it's deathcore, but they're singing. Like I feel like there almost might be more of a barrier within a deathcore bill, you know, than the more diverse ones.
I would agree with you. No shade at all, but deathcore fans can be some of the hardest fans to please, just because there is the expectation of what deathcore is, and if you don't fit that, I feel like you kind of get shit on just a bit. Love deathcore, always will, always have, but sometimes it's really hard to just do what you like to do, and yeah, I don't know. But
no, you're right. I mean,
yeah.
I won't lie to you. Like the Facebook groups, I'm not kidding. I don't think I ever see positive posts in general. Like, and it's not against anybody, but every time it's like, hey, did you guys hear that album? And even if, let's say the post is positive by miracle, like it's a positive post, the first comments you're going to see is, it's garbage and this and this and blah, blah. And you're just like, man, like my entire life, it was just like, you don't have to listen to it, man. You don't. It's fine. If you don't like, no problem. It's really, but it feels like such a big, for them, it seems like it's a betrayal. How dare you make a different album? How dare you? You didn't do the album that I was expecting, me, the person who bought a shirt a year ago. I was expecting you to follow my lead. So to me, it was always, and it feels, I could be wrong. I'm not saying it doesn't happen outside of metal, but let's be honest, like metal, and by the way, of all places that you would picture that it would be fine and people wouldn't care and it would be okay, it's the most like expectations. It needs to be like that. How dare you do that? Like, oh my God, that band. You do the same kind of albums, they're upset. You do a completely different album, they're upset. You do something in the middle, it's boring. Like, there's absolutely no way to please people in deathcore in general. And I'm saying that, I'm not even in a like an actual band touring. I'm saying that just as someone who sees comments and stuff like that. So you gotta just, again, to the other conversation, you gotta do whatever the hell you want to do, because that's gonna happen whether or not. No matter what you do.
I think online versus like in person is a little bit better, a little bit different in that sense though. It's not like the, you know, the hate watchers aren't necessarily showing up to your show live, right? But it'd
be funny though. Can you imagine? Like they go up to you and they're like, "Your last album, disappointing." I was I was expecting more breakdowns. So you just imagine they're just like, you're letting me down here. So
yeah, I've had that happen where it's like, love your riffs, but the cleans, no. And I'm like, all right, bro. Well, thanks for coming to the show. Appreciate it.
The worst
I'm sorry. Like
they say that to someone else in the band and it'd be a little bit different, but because you do both, it's like
yeah, man. It's like
love your
you just
band, but
came
you're
to
kind of
attack me. I was
ruining
like, go to Ricky and tell him that. I guarantee you won't.
No, probably not. But it's funny. I actually respect some. Like he went to you guys saying it at least. Like it's not like a post or whatever. Like they're thinking it. I'm just curious about the expectations. Love your bands. Not sure about the cleans. What's the expectation that you go like? You're right. Actually, you are right. We're stopping it. It ends now. It's over. Like right now. Like I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much. Maybe they're just like saying whatever they have on their mind.
Yeah, I don't think the thought is that deep, but you know, people can be intoxicated. People can be assholes. All of these things.
That's a factor.
Sure.
That's a factor. You mentioned. I forgot about that part. Yep. Couple of beers.
Yeah. That being said, I did, you know, considering this whole conversation, like the Ingested tour you guys were on that I saw you guys at, there was like a weird energy going on with the entire package. Like everyone was having a dog shit day that day, except for you guys. you guys were stoked as hell. You guys were super happy, but everyone else, man, I don't know. Everyone, I don't know what was happening, but
yeah, I think it was a lot of technical stuff that was going on, and I can't speak to it because I don't know exactly what was going on. All I know is when we got up there, our shit worked. We played a 6 set. I was stoked. The people seemed to like it. So I was like, oh, cool, rad. And everybody else, I felt so bad. I felt so bad for Distant that day, dude. Those are my boys. They were having, I think they had some rack trouble or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And
the rack shit the bed like 2 songs in, and it was like, oh yeah, I guess we can't play anymore, and cut the set short.
I mean, we've had to do that too. It's
worse when you start, right? I'm just curious about that. Like it's I think it's even worse if you're there, you played a bit, and then it's almost better to not like we cannot play our set and you announce it than being on stage fully ready. You're in the moment, and it's just like it's worse, right?
Distant, it was like mid song, like it just cut. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
It's just, you could still hear like the drums, but like not mic'd, you know. And then everyone just kind of stopped. I was like, all right, I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
and like the venue was packed. Like that was like all things considered like a good show. From what I gather, you guys had maybe like a couple like rough shows before that one. Renee was telling me, he was like, "Fuck, we were finally like, yeah, like this one's the one. Like it's going well." And then it shit the bed. 2 songs in,
the
like,
one.
Man.
Well, it was the one, but not in the way he was saying it.
Fuck. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I had a good tour. Some of the shows were like, you know, whatever, but like all the Canada shows were fucking awesome. I remember Black Circle in Indiana was awesome. So I mean, all in all, successful tour, you know. Like and you know, I was stoked to get to hang with the boys again. We all know Ingested and the Distant. We've been wanting to tour together for years, so I was stoked we got the opportunity. I was having a great time.
The tour package was dope. Like that whole package, like the lineup was sick.
Yeah, it was awesome. Cell and Crucifixion too killed it. Like it was our first time touring with them as well, and you know, Cell's just fucking ass beater after ass beater after ass beater. So touring with a band like that is always my favorite because like at heart I'm like an older hardcore kid. Like I just love like breakdowns and 2-steps and fucking beating your friends' asses during the set. So I'm all for that type of music, and it's rare that my band gets to go on those types of tours, but I was very, very stoked. Moshed a couple of times for Cell.
Oh, hell yeah.
How was your back after, though? No, I'm kidding.
Not good. Not good. When I'm sleeping on the couch in the RV and it's just going up and down like that, not good for not good lumbar support.
I can see that.
I mean, you just kind of alluded to, maybe some of the bands that, you're kind of a hardcore kid at heart. I'd be curious to kind of get a little bit of a backstory in terms of getting into heavy music on your part. Like, what drove you into hardcore and metal in general?
Well, so as a kid growing up, like my parents always wanted like their kids to be pop stars and, like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and all that shit. My first concert was actually NSYNC, unfortunately, fortunately, but
I mean, NSYNC back then, sure. Like,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got to see them at their peak, which was fucking awesome. But it was cool. It was cool to see something like that, especially as a kid with all the pyro and stage shit and everything like that. And, even to this day, it's like, those stage shows just amaze me. Something like Ghost or even like Sleep Token, some shit like that.
Their recent shit looked fucking insane. Like the mountain set, with the drummer in the middle. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? The first time I saw it, I did not understand. It was like kind of like more of a shot of the drummer. And I was like, what am I watching? Like, what am I looking at? And then I saw it kind of zoomed out. I was like, oh, they like built a mountain on stage. What the fuck?
Insane.
It's like a movie set almost. You know what I mean? Like it looks like a freaking decor for like a movie. It's crazy.
Like a pink Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
I'm here for it.
That's actually accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I've always loved stage shows like that. But what really drove me into metal was my two uncles. My one uncle just loved rock music and was trying to get me into rock music. And my other uncle actually was drumming for Marilyn Manson at the time. He's Gingerfish. So, that kind of just pushed me in that direction even more. So I started to get into, for my first band, first metal band that I like truly enjoyed was Linkin Park. That was my like gateway band. Loved, and my vocals are hugely inspired by Chester Bennington. I'll never sound nearly as good as him, but I love the rasp. I love his tone. I like his range. And that was my first love for it. So I just started getting into stuff like that. And as I got older into high school and stuff, my friends, were like, yeah, like that new metal shit's cool and all, but like, listen to this. And one of the first like deathcore, I guess one of the first metalcore bands I listened to, we'll go with that, As I Lay Dying, Trivium, that type of stuff. And even further into that, like I was getting into hardcore and going to hardcore shows because my friends were delinquents and so was I. so we just like to go to shows and, as kids do, and beat each other up. And I was going to, shows at people's houses, shows in shacks, stuff like that. And one of my favorite hardcore bands, I've always liked the more metallic side of hardcore. So Zabalba will always be one of my favorite like hardcore bands. They're just stupid fucking heavy. I just got to see them at Aftershock too, after years of not seeing them, and they still got it.
Must have been cool in that setting too, in like a kind of like a festival setting, which is kind of like unique for a band like them.
I know, it was sick because like I said, I think the last time I saw them was at a house or like one of those smaller places, and seeing them on that gigantic stage, it was just like awesome. I wasn't even in my own city, but I was like moshing like a dickhead, and everybody was like, yeah, fuck yeah, like just doing the same shit. It just felt like I was like in my 20s again, or in my late teens again, But yeah, I have an affinity. I have a love for all music, but metal and hardcore will always be, very, very close to my heart. Even if they don't like my band or whatever the fuck it might be, but like, I don't even care. Like, I'll go up to him. I'll be like, yeah, my band sucks, whatever. Anyways, have you heard the new Dying Wish record? Great band.
That's cool. Did you? I assume you went through MySpace the same way we did, kind of. So you know,
of course.
I'm curious, like MySpace, Vegas scene, like what's popping? Like, were you like heavy into MySpace? Was that something you were really a part of?
Yeah, I mean, I was like glued to the computer after school every day, so it was kind of like addicting. It's really hard to not be into MySpace. And like finding new bands and stuff like that, like that's where I found like the Red Shore, Job for a Cowboy, Suffocate, obviously, you know, Suicide Silence, the typical like, you know, offenders there. So that was a huge part in like the Vegas scene too. Like kids, we had tons of scene kids and hardcore kids and stuff like that were just always on there. And that's how I found out about shows and where to go and like how to, you know, pretty much how to get to the shows and kind of see my favorite bands live. My parents were super overprotective though when I was younger. So
oh shit, okay.
I would have to be like,
they wanted you to be a pop star. They wanted you to do music, but they kind of prissy about you going to shows.
Yeah, well, metal shows specifically because you know, my mom was like a goth chick in LA and like she was into like, you know, stuff like that as well, and she knows like
she saw the bad side.
Yeah, you go to metal shows and bad shit happens. Yeah,
you cannot lie. Like it's just yeah.
It's like you're gonna get in those mosh pits and come home with a black eye, and it's like, well, yeah, probably. Like I don't know what you want me to tell you, Mom.
It's like, no, the other guy's gonna come back with a black eye, not me.
Yeah. The other guy will come back with a broken jaw. I'll just have a black eye.
Not too bad considering. So it's, you know, not to change the topic too much, but I do want to say something. You mentioned Chester, and I do want to say something. In my opinion, you know how different generation always has like an icon. Is it crazy to say, for me, Chester was our, like, I don't know, like Michael Jackson, like the person that we had for our generation. It really feels like it was Chester. I'm wondering if it's just me loving new metal so much and like all that world that has that perspective. But it feels like for our generation specifically, he was the, like, you know, the not the star. You get what I'm saying, right? Like the
he was my Freddie Mercury. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I agree with you 10,000%. That dude was just so iconic.
He could have done anything. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, he would have been great in a metal, like you're hearing his screams and everything. He would have been great in just a metal band. He would have been great in pop, straight up pop. I think he would have killed it too. Anything, really. Throw that person in anything would have been.
Yeah, and he was an artist too, and all these things, right? Like, dude was just all around kind of a very artsy, fucking crazy talented dude.
Yeah, no, he is the definition of an artist in metal. He could literally, you could place him anywhere. He was the broken puzzle piece that just kind of fit anywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like that was a celebrity death. Like I took really, really, really hard because his music and his voice meant so much to me growing up as a kid, and you know, playing music and being in a band. Like I don't know if anybody can match up to Chester in that aspect, to be completely honest.
I don't think so. Like, I'll be honest with you, I respect anybody who's ready to take, you know, because Linkin Park is touring right now. Like, I know people love to shit on people, but the courage it takes to fill those shoes, like, I cannot even, like, it sounds cool, right? Oh, you're going to be in that. Dude, like, I could never in my life, even like a quarter of that pressure, I could never take it. So I respect anybody, but like, he's one of like on the show, we often talk about, you know, Mitch and what happened and stuff like that. It's another one of those situations where these people, unfortunately, are just like, they're so iconic and game changing anywhere that it's like, I respect anybody who's trying to, you know, kind of pursue and like just take that spot. It's insane, you know, but yeah, Chester is, I just wanted to talk about it because to me, it's like he's, for our generation, he's the artist, like the one. Like
100%.
No one can top that. So
no, I mean the new girl's cool, but for me, anyways, like I'm one of those people. It's taken a lot for her to kind of like grow on me. I respect it, I really do, and it's like you said, it's really hard to step into a band that big and be the new face of the band and kind of take the reins. So I think I think the band knew that as well. So I got to give respect where, credit's due. Yeah, not my cup of tea, but I do respect it.
no, same here. But you know what? You know what I think happened in those situations is at first, like people like us, right, who grew up with Chester and stuff. I think it's more difficult than like I'm in a skate shop part time, like just in that environment. And younger people seem like there's some people who are like, oh no, it's cool, like they like it. Like for some people, we forget that for some people it's going to be their first impression. Maybe like they're going to hear that song, like, oh, it's great. So
which is crazy to think about. That their first exposure to Linkin Park would be, the new singer singing the old songs, right?
Yes, that's crazy. Also means we're super old, but to me, like let's be honest, even now, like it's in my rotation, like Hybrid Theory and Material, it's still part of it still holds up. Like I would argue anyone that it holds up just as well right now. It could be released like right now. It was that good. It was super sick.
100% agree. 100% agree. I still throw that on from time to time. Both albums are front to back amazing.
The intro of Paper Cut, I don't know why that song, but like,
can't do our boy Reanimation that dirty. Come on, Luke. Come on, boys.
It's cool, but
That's cool.
It's cool, but like just throw one step closer, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool. But I do, to your point though, I do think it was ahead of its time. I'm not kidding. Like I do think that what they were doing was like so much ahead of its time. Like we saw it years afterwards. Bands were trying to do that. So
yeah, we got a whole wave of bands trying to doing it now in the year 2026. True. So there's that. There's like a big new metal revival right now, which is as crazy to say as there's a deathcore revival right now. It's just
I have a question for you though. Because I saw the new metal revival, which I'm happy. I love new metal, but is the art style coming back as well? That's my question.
The whole thing.
Okay. Because
Yes,
I want to see the weird like Limp Bizkit, like the character like Gorillaz type of aesthetic. Like you remember that kind of weird, like just like cartoon, like new metal cartoony aesthetic that was there. It was awesome. Like Linkin Park had it, like Limp Bizkit, like just that. I don't know if there's a name for that aesthetic, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like the weird,
like almost that graffiti 90s type deal. Yeah.
I don't know why I love it so much, but if they could bring it back and just put it everywhere, I'd be happy. So
yeah, no, you've got bands like Freak, you've got you fuck with Split Chain and stuff like that. Like there's there's a whole crop of bands, and they're doing, it's maybe more like like a Y2K kind of look than it is what you're talking about, but that'll come around, I'm sure, as well. I mean, it's so ingrained in the new metal identity that could hardly not be associated with it. But yeah, Linkin Park's crazy because it is like wild, especially if you listen back to like Hybrid Theory. It's wild how popular that shit got for how heavy it was. Like, dude, like on the radio, but like what? Like, I mean, we had like basically the same trajectory, by the way, like the Linkin Park to like the metalcore, like As I Lay Dying, Unearth kind of pipeline. It was like very similar here too.
For both of us, yeah. Just for me, like throw Slipknot on top of that, and it was exactly my
Trivium and all that stuff. Yeah, all that was the same.
We're lucky,
kinda.
Aren't we? Like, think about it. Like the generation we're in. Like I keep saying it. I sound so old every time I say that, but we were lucky if you look at the catalogs we had, the music. I won't even go into movies. Like, I mean, for God's sake, like Lord of the Rings stuff like. But the music, growing up with new metal, it was so freaking sick.
Yeah. I mean, that whole generation, like Korn, Linkin Park, Disturbed, like we literally watched the greats kind of like rise, and like seeing them in stadiums nowadays is insane, you know, because even back then I saw Linkin Park on the Hybrid Theory tour and the Meteora tour.
Wow.
And even that was insane then. And you know, compared to like where they were at their peak too, it's just like it's kind of insane to think about that you like these bands and you're kind of there from the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
You watch their journey. It's kind of nuts.
Crazy. Witnessing that, yeah.
Just a quick second to talk about the sponsor of today's episode, Indie Merch Store. Despised Icon gold foil hoodies are back. The band and Indie Merch Store heard your requests, so this MySpace classic is available for pre-order right now for a limited time. Head over to indiemerchstore.com to secure yours. They're printed on Champion brand hoodies. If you missed out on the latest Cattle Decapitation headliner tour, now is the time to stock up on some sick gear. The band just put up a variety of tees, including their Death Atlas crystal tie-dye pullover, the instant classic Bring Back the Plague 2028 tee, and more. Check it all out over at indiemerchstore.com. As always, you can use code BRUTALITY at checkout to save 10% off of your entire order. Again, that is code BRUTALITY at checkout for 10% off. As always, a massive shout out to Indie Merch Store for supporting the show. And now, back to the episode. You've got When We Were Young in Vegas, right?
We do.
Have you been to any of the years?
I haven't been to When We Were Young. I've been to Sick New World, which was also awesome.
Yeah. I mean, even more so in line with new metal, if anything.
Totally. Sick New World was awesome. The year I went, it was kind of an insane line. It was Paleface and Slaughter and Lorna and just kind of like Kubla Khan, everybody you would want to see. Like, so I got to go to that. And that was dope. And going to one of those festivals is just, it's kind of crazy because you live in the city that people are traveling to from across like the world to see. It's nuts.
But that's already Vegas for you in the first place.
Yeah. It's just on a much bigger scale, I feel like, because you know, I work in bars and stuff on Fremont Street, downtown Vegas. And we get tourists, we get people from other countries, and that's cool. But to see like, it's almost like I don't think it's nearly as big, but it's almost like kind of like Download, where you see like flags waving everywhere. You see like all these different people who came on all these different trips, and they're all in one place, you know, and like centralized. In Vegas, it's kind of spread out, and like people, it's a big city kind of. But there's so many different places you can go, you know?
Right, in size, theoretically. But I mean, realistically, people are on the Strip, and that's kind of the end of it, right? But am I crazy, though? Like, it's the same thing whenever there's so many events still that happen and bring out a bunch of people. Whenever there's UFC or whatever, you know, there's other big festivals or events to happen pretty often in Vegas, though, right?
There are, and maybe it's just me not going. I like my video games in my house, so I kind of just stay there and go to work if I'm home.
I would too, for what it's worth. Like, look, it's fun to go to Vegas, but I've always kind of cities like Vegas or like Atlantic City or like these like places that are very. I mean, they're super touristy ultimately, right? Like Fremont is not really for the locals. Like it's one of those like weird places where like the people that live there mostly live there to work the service industry for the tourists that come in. And I've always kind of like imagined that lifestyle and would for sure imagine myself working my shift and not going back outside, you know?
I mean, some people do. Do. I mean, you know, working at a bar, it's like, all right, we're closed up at 2 or 3. Are we going to the 24-hour bar to go hang out? It's like, I mean, I guess like we can. And I've definitely had plenty of like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. like nights. Like, so it if you get caught in it, it can be really bad. But if you got a level head on your shoulders and you're like, you know, I'm just gonna fucking go home and have a burrito and go to bed. Like that's usually like the move.
Which makes sense.
Different kind of hangover.
Yep. You cannot mention video games to me without at least precising a little bit what kind of gaming.
What are we playing here?
Yeah,
I gotta know. I'm toxic. I like Marvel Rivals right now.
Oh, that's not fair enough. I thought you said toxic. I thought you were going League of Legends, but I mean that.
Not that toxic.
Yeah, I picture League or Counter Strike. Yeah, it was. My brain went like Leagues or Counter Strike. It was the two possible. When you said toxic, I'm like, it's one of those two, for sure.
I always forget about those two. I just know I see like all the reels and like, you know, Instagram stuff about like Marvel Rivals lobbies, and I'm like, holy shit, they're right. It's like I'm the one calling that 12-year-old kid dog shit. Like
it's part of the, like, to be fair, we were in that generation of that's how it was, like playing I don't know if you played like the golden years of like Halo 3 and Call of Duty, maybe Modern Warfare 2 and stuff like that. Like all it was people roasting each other the whole time. And then somehow you'd make friends through that and play with these people. Like it started with each other just saying like insults, and then you're playing with them. And it's like, oh, that's my buddy now. At least for me, maybe I'm the toxic one, but that was the entire, maybe I'm the problem the whole time, but that was my experience at least. So.
No, yeah, totally. I mean, back in the day, I feel like back in the day was way worse than what it is now. So, I mean, luckily, like there's a voice chat ban and like text chat ban and like, you know, stuff like that. Cause like at the end of the day, kids are playing these things. So, you know, you get people on there that want to go crazy, and I'm like, yo, there's like kids on here, please shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, and this makes gaming boring as shit, I just insta mute every time I play a multiplayer game. Like I've had too much. I'm like, not even directed towards me, but it's just even just like the fucking dude playing on his TV while he's ripping a bong, and you hear the children fighting in the back, and it's just like I can't deal with it. Or it's like clearly like you said, like a 9-year-old kid and the mom's telling him to hurry up, and I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I rarely log into a game and the voice chat experience is enjoyable, so I've kind of given up.
To be fair, I'm worse than you. I don't even play multiplayer anymore at all. Like, and I'm gone. Like I play retro games. I never thought if 15-year-old me would see that in the future I'm the old dude who plays single player games campaigns, I would have been like, it's impossible. Like I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm in a team, like it's impossible. Next thing you know, playing freaking Halo 2, and that's my life now. But it's just, I think it changed a bit too in terms of the last times I was trying to play multiplayer, most people were in Discord or other, you know what I mean? Like it's a bit maybe less social than it used to be in that regard, or maybe it was my experience. But the last times I don't know, I was just like, Or I played Counter Strike, and then people are just screaming at you no matter what you do. So I was like, you know, just
you always been a gamer?
Oh yeah. I mean,
what was like some early gaming memories?
Ooh.
Oh man. Well, the first console I got, I remember I woke up Christmas morning and got an N64. So like,
that's the one.
That was like the one, and for the longest time it was like just the N64. You know, and like I was lucky enough as a kid, like my parents did fairly well as a kid, so you know, we had PlayStation, we had Xbox, we had GameCube, we had Wii, you know, we had all that stuff.
You were the friends that other friends wants to go at your house, basically. It is what you were.
I was the video game house, yeah. So all my friends after school would come over. We'd play like you said, Halo or co-op split screen, like, you know, any of that stuff. But yeah, after the PS3, I didn't have a console for up until recently, up until 2023, actually. And the PS5 was the first console I bought with my own money. So
there we go.
yeah. So I got off. I think I got off tour with Chelsea Grin. We had done okay, and like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna go buy a PS5 and Diablo 4. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Deathcore tour is paying off. I love hearing that. It's good.
It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I never thought I'd get to a point. You know, I was in local bands for like 10 plus years, and you know, I was there were points where I had like pretty much given up, but I just kept at it, and now I'm here, and it's like I'm able to buy a PS5 after I get off a tour. It's fucking sick.
But literally playing with all the big, like you're, you know, right now it couldn't be more driving than that. I mean, like look at the tours and everything, and it's crazy to. I think I was saying that to Ricky a while back, but I saw you guys right up after, you know, like shows were starting back after the pandemic. Like there was the tour with Lorna and stuff like that. I don't know the name of the tour, but you guys came in Montreal, and I remember telling, I think Ricky or maybe your manager, I don't remember to who I was talking, because I have no memory in general, but I said that it felt like you guys were a headliner, like the show that you played. It was just like, oh shit, like it was crazy. So to see from there, because it was like a few years ago, and right now the tours you're doing, like I think it's cool to look at it with perspective. It's coming from the outside, but I mean, like it's pretty insane to see.
Thanks, man. That means a lot. You know,
Welcome.
You know, I always want us to, you know, do well, and like I'm trying to push everybody to have like, you know, a good show and be the best that they can be as well. And you know, so we try our best to, you know, put on a good show for everybody, and you know, have high morale and just be the best that we can be. So, and I know my band will probably be like, oh yeah, except you're a hard ass some of the time, you know. But that kind of comes with the territory. So
you're the guy. Okay.
I'm the fucking guy. I'm the fucking guy.
There's always one, to be fair. So that's you kind
I
of
mean,
need,
not always, and that's usually a problem. So at least y'all got one.
Yeah, I mean,
You
correct me if
need
I'm
someone
wrong.
who's gonna say it straight.
So.
Yeah, I'm Dad and Ricky's mom.
There we go.
I don't. You guys don't want to know where my brain went, but moving on.
Now we know.
We're getting some spicy fanfic here. Is that what's happening?
Speaking of fanfic, you're a comic book enjoyer. Yeah, I mean,
I am
a little comic book nerd.
I'm a huge comic nerd. Image Comics, DC, Marvel, Dark Horse. I love it all. I'm a huge anime nerd too. At the end of the day, I feel like metal guys 9 times out of 10 are just huge nerds that want to play big breakdowns and be scary, but at the end of the day, we're really not.
Just nerds. That's Magic the Gathering as well, or no? Just curious.
Oh yeah, yep. And I was opening packs on that last tour too. I was with Alan and Peter.
Yeah, the guys at Distant are super about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had gotten the Avatar pack, the Spider-Man packs, and I'd gotten one more. I forgot what it was.
Dude, the collabs have been fucking crazy in recent years.
They're fucking insane, and the artwork is awesome. Especially being a comic fan and getting the Spider-Man pack, I'm like, this is so fucking sick.
Okay, you gotta tell us. You're saying you're a comic fan. I'm gonna say real quick, top 3 maybe. Just curious. If you had to pick like your favorite.
Oh boy, top 3 heroes or top 3 comics?
I mean, I'm interested in both actually, but let's go with heroes that. I mean, they're in comics as well, so we're gonna say heroes.
Okay, so I'm really big into Venom. That's probably my number 1. I have Venom tattooed on my hand as well.
Let's go.
So Venom is a huge one. Todd McFarlane is a genius. You know, I also love Spawn. And you know, Man, if I had to pick, I got to pick a Marvel one. That's so tough. You know what? I'm gonna go with a comic and a hero. Doctor Strange, and specifically the Doctor Strange Damnation series, where it becomes hell on earth in Vegas. It's a little bit of like a hometown thing for me. That was one of the coolest storylines I had read in a long, long time. So was really big into that for a while. And honorable mention, it's not a comic, it's a manga, but Berserk obviously is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. No, but come on. Like, there's nothing, if like on a scale of like badassery, that's not a word, it's top. Like, it's breaking the scale. And I could be wrong. I think they're working on a new anime. They've been saying that 50 billion times, but I think they might be working on something.
I heard it got canned. I know.
Of course
I know.
The rumor got canceled.
Yeah.
Of course it did. But I don't get it though. But, you know it would do well.
Yeah,
Come on.
But didn't the creator pass away not too long ago?
Yeah, Kintaro Miura. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
It was like in early 2020 or 2021. I think it happened. And his best friend took over. Yeah.
I feel like it was 2 days ago.
Dude, I'm saying I remember where I was when I heard that. Like, the minute he died, like I was at a house party and I was having fun. I was getting drunk. I was like, and then I read that and immediately my mood was like, God damn it, dude. Like, a switch flipped and I'm like, now it'll never get finished. You know?
I mean, yeah, and I was one of the rare because I know a lot of people are shitting on the anime, right? I actually enjoyed it. It was one of the first animes I've watched. If we don't consider like Dragon Ball and like Naruto, like later on, it was one of my first one, and I actually enjoyed it until I got to just a regular episode and then nothing, and I was like, what is like? And then I went online. I'm like, oh, when's the next one? Oh, never. Great. That's
yep. It ended. The book was still going. I don't know. Here's my take. Yeah, I think the anime ended in a perfect spot. If you only watched the anime and that was the end, it's kind of open to interpretation, right? Like, you're like, oh, like, this is the end. This is what happened. Like, they're forever fucked or whatever. But being that I'm a huge nerd, I've also watched the movies. I also watched the 2016 series. I also, have read the manga. So it's like, oh, there is more. There's more content for me to enjoy. If you really want it that bad, you'll find it. Now, maybe it might not get finished. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I know there's new chapters coming out. I haven't read them. But we'll see. I don't know.
No, I was saying that because like it's kind of unfortunate in the anime world because there's a lot of series like that with all due respect, I'm watching a lot of niche little animes that I'm enjoying, like Reincarnated as a Slime, which is great, but they've got like season and it's cool. But then I'm like, and there's no Berserk coming back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's big names that I'm like, it would do extremely well and it's not happening, so it's kind of my
I agree.
Questioning.
No, I agree. There's an anime that I really love, and this one does not end in a good spot. This one ends where it's a cliffhanger, and there's supposed to be a season 2. It's called Dead Man Wonderland. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
It's one of my favorite. Yes. I'm still upset.
I'm so mad. And I showed my friend and he goes, show me a really good anime. And he watched, he's like, okay, so when's season 2 coming? I was like, it's not. And he's like, why did you show me this bullshit?
Same reaction as you. Same reaction as you. I swear, one of my ex, she's showing me that. I'm like, you're gonna see it's super good. I'm so invested. Binge watch the whole thing. I'm like, oh, so when's the next one? Oh no, I showed it to you, but it's canceled. Why are you doing that to me? Why did you do that to me? I was fine before, not knowing. I was okay with that, not knowing that it exists. Now I'm just gonna, and it was so good. It was actually, it was so great. There's a lot of I even did you ever watch even the weird ones were great, like Elfen Light? I don't know if you watched that one.
Elfen
That
Light was
weird
great.
Dude, yes, that's like a classic. I love
So
that one.
Sick, man. Like I want like
one of
bring
the few
the-
I've seen.
Yes.
There we go.
Dude.
Bring the weird animes. Like that's what I want. Like bring the weirdness. Another cool one was Agamega Kill. I never know how to pronounce it.
Yeah. No, you got it.
SS
Akamega Kill. Yeah. Yeah.
Super sick.
Yeah.
But recently, I gotta say though, it took me forever to watch Sword Art. Sword Art was amazing. I love it. But I was about to say Solo Leveling really surprised me. Really surprised me. And now in the anime world, it's like, oh, when's the next one? Oh, in 50 years. But it was so great. No, but I'm exaggerating. But most of the time, it's like, oh, when's the next one? Maybe in 2028. Oh, great. Awesome.
Yeah. You remember how long it took the second season for Attack on Titan?
Dude.
Like 4 years, and I was like, nobody's gonna care. Everybody cared. Everybody watched it.
Yeah, dude, you're telling me that? I was one of the people watching the first season. It took so long. I kind of dipped out of anime for a while, and I recently rewatched the entire thing because I was like, I need to watch it. So it took way too long. To be fair, worth it. One of the best, like, hands down, one of the best animes ever. I think, Dom, it's one of the animes you watch, right? Am I crazy?
Attack on Titan? No, I've never seen Attack on Titan.
I would start there, maybe.
Yeah, that is such a solid one. Jan, you finished it, right, with the movies and everything?
Man, like, I was upset to finish it. I was just like, that was so, because for a while it was
what do you want here? You don't want them to finish?
I'm always upset. I'm always upset.
You're mad when they finish. You're mad when they don't finish.
Always mad. I'm a Deathcore fan, basically, in that scenario. I'm a Deathcore fan. Yeah, that's what I am.
I'm always mad.
Yeah, I never said I was better. I'm the exact same. I'm always complaining.
Oh man.
No, but it was a freaking masterpiece, you know. Like sometimes, very rarely, they know where to end it, and I think Attack on Titans was a clear. Like I use in terms of series, I use Breaking Bad a lot in terms of they did it well, few seasons, perfect. As opposed to Walking Dead, but like a lot of series are just like they're too long, and it's just like what is happening. And some of them it's the opposite. They did it properly, and to me, Attack on Titans, it was that. Like it was perfect like that, you know. Again, I was upset because it was over, but it's a me problem. So
no, I agree with you, man. I watched it. I watched both the movies, and I'm not gonna lie, it made me cry. I was like, oh man, like I walked out of my.
Me? I was crying during regular episodes, dude. Like you're telling me, I cannot front here. I cannot pretend that I'm not. I'm emotional all the time. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, I'm even like watching like the most something. I think it's called the wrong way of using healing magic. It's not even like it's a small niche, just isekai that nobody ever talks about. Crying, and it's not even. I'm like, why am I? Nothing's happening. I'm the most emotional with anime, so it's not me. I'm never gonna judge you for that. Like the best belief. The entire, dude. I was watching Attack on Titans. I was still, you know, I'm gonna cry probably. I was looking at this scene and I'm like, yeah, that's
it.
It's coming. Yeah.
Yep. I saw it and I was like, fuck. I walked out of my room, I think, afterwards, and I was living with Steven, who used to be in Traders, and I walked out and he was playing video games and he's like, what's up, dog? And I was like, nothing. He goes, you okay? I was like, fucking stupid Japanese cartoons.
Bro thought
he busted up laughing.
Up with, or like, you know.
What happened? Well, the anime happened. Man. No, but seriously,
Eren Yeager happened.
Yeah, they go pretty. Like seriously though, like sometimes they know how to get to. That's the only reason why I didn't watch yet Full Metal Alchemist, and people are upset at me that I didn't. But it looks really sad, and I know prior to it, I'm like, I'm gonna be like emotional the whole time. Do I want to watch that? Like, and I could be wrong. Did you watch it? Maybe I'm wrong.
I have.
And I'm not wrong.
I didn't. Well, did I cry to it? No, I don't think I cried. I don't think I cried. There were some where I was like, oh man, that's fucked up. Like, like I won't ruin anything, but if you're an anime fan, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But
I mean,
maybe not. There's like within the first, like, I think it's like 5 episodes, something happens and you're like, what the fuck? Like, why would they do that? I liked them. No.
Yep. That's the entire reason I didn't watch it yet. I saw that and I was like, why would I do this to myself? Yeah. Like, why would I ever do this? And same reason why it took me so long to watch Attack on Titans. I was like, yeah, it's going to be a heavy one. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be, you know, it's not a happy mood. Like but at the end I ended up enjoying it, so who knows? I think Full Metal it's considered a classic, so I definitely need to watch it. Sorry, Dom, by the way, if we start on anime, for sure.
I'm chilling.
Okay, no, because it's like it's one of my favorite.
I've seen a shit ton of the Ghibli movies. Went through Evangelion, Elfen Lied. But that's kind of it. That's kind of the extent of my anime. Dot Hack. I went through Dot Hack back in the day, which was fine. But
Dot Hack was cool. It was just very weird. It was hard for me to get into for sure, but it's very cool. It's almost like Sword Art-y, but like not as, the animation's not nearly as like cutesy as Sword Art. It's very I can't describe it as anything other than like goth anime, like if that makes sense.
I kind of want to watch it now, though. That's
yeah, it's interesting for sure. Dot Hack is you got to really pay attention though. That's the thing. I feel like there's a lot of things going on, and you got to just pay attention.
Loving it though. That's my kind of. I zone out entirely. I forget that I exist as I'm watching it. Like, that's how much I'm invested when I watch something. And you mentioned Sword Art. Do you want to see the extent of me being emotional? Sword Art, there's no reason to that much to be emotional the whole time, almost the whole time watching it. And I was surprised. It's actually good. For the longest time I was waiting. I was like, no. I know, but it's often that animes, right? Like, you're like, sometimes you see something, maybe, and then you watch it and you're like, why did I even hesitate? It's actually it was awesome. Some of animes though, it's like for sure it's gonna be good. Like Death Note, I was like, it's gonna be good, and it was. It was awesome. The first season, obviously, but it's always like that almost. I don't think I ever said, yeah, watch the second season, you're going to see it's way better than the first one. I don't think I've ever said that in terms of animes. Tokyo Ghoul, same thing for me. I unfortunately... Did you watch the entire thing? Tokyo Ghoul?
I fell off on that 3rd season, bro. It sucked so bad.
I fell off at the beginning of the second one, so
what?
I feel bad. Yeah.
No, the second one's so good. The second one's so good.
But I'm a bit okay. You're gonna see. I'm clearly. You remember the discussion about being a Deathcore fan? I'm the worst. Like when I watched. No, seriously. When I watched Tokyo Ghoul, and it's for the worst reasons, by the way. It's not even good reasons. I was upset because the first season of Tokyo Ghoul, it's mostly around the old coffee shop and everything. And then it was gone. So I was like, I'm out. Like, I watched the first season. I'm like, that's so cool. I love the vibe, the coziness. I'm sure you get what I'm saying. It was cool to, like, around it. The last episode, I won't spoil it, but the last episode of first season of Tokyo Ghoul was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. And then the second one, I'm like, what is this? Like, he changed. It's different. I was just like, eh. And I kind of gave up on it. And people are upset for me doing that. They're like, you should have kept watching. But then you're telling me that you fell off on the 3rd season. So I don't see a point in just watching one season now.
So the second season's so good. The second season's so good.
Is it?
I think so, because it's we're talking about after he gets captured, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's great after that. It's great.
Changes hair and everything. I was already a bit, but
yeah, weird.
Bro, stop watching the series because the guy got it.
I told you it was the worst reasons. I said it. Dude, I told you prior to it. It's for the worst reasons.
Yeah, so. Look. No, I get it. I do. I'm right there with you. But yes, he changes. Yes, he becomes like an e-boy or whatever, your typical whatever. But like the end is you have to finish.
Okay,
that.
now I might.
You gotta promise me to like try.
No, but I wanted because it's been so long. I mean, I've watched. It's been forever.
I didn't hear a promise, Yan.
You want me to promise it? Is that what's happening?
That was the ask.
Okay, so I promise. I promise until at least the 2 seasons. I'm gonna rewatch the first one because I miss it. I want to rewatch it, and then I'm watching the second season. But you said you stop at the 3rd season, so it's really not tempting to watch afterwards. But I'm watching the 2nd season.
To be fair, I'm giving the 3rd season a rewatch just recently, actually. So I'm trying. I am trying.
Is it painful though? Be honest.
Not nearly as painful as I remember.
Okay.
So I went back and it's like not nearly as painful. It's still not amazing, but it's not god awful. Well, I'll just put it like that.
It's never going to be as bad as the Death Note movie adaptation. So there's that.
Oh. Yeah,
I know people are pretending it never happened. That's what I'm noticing in the everybody's pretending that was never a thing because it was that awful. It's not even like funny awful. Now. It's not even like funny awful, right? Like sometimes something it's so bad you're laughing. It's not even that. It's just bad. That's
just terrible. Like I sat through that whole. Well, I sat through most of it, and then I was on my phone through like half of it, but like it was pretty good. Fucking bad. Yeah,
it's already commendable. It's crazy to see sometimes somebody adapting something, not even understanding the concept of it. It's crazy.
Dude.
You don't even know. It would have taken maybe like 15 minutes. Just read, at least just understand a little bit. The story would help. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, I'm going to make like a Spider-Man movie. Who's that guy? Is he like at least maybe understand what you're doing a movie about? But yeah, it was a freaking mess.
You think we would have learned our lesson from Dragon Ball Evolution, but we did not.
Oh my
That
God.
Was also fucking awful.
Not even like a bit, just nobody tried even.
No.
It was just like, is it? Yeah, it's bad, but I mean, we're here. Like, I can imagine the crew being like, it sucks, but I mean, camera's here. We're all here.
We're getting paid.
Yeah. Maybe it's going to work, let's do it. No, but it seems like a parody, right? Like if you tell someone, hey, there's this parody of Dragon Ball coming in thinking that you would believe it probably.
If you replaced like the music with like wacky comedy music, it actually might work.
Yeah. It would work better. Yeah. I think it would work better.
Yeah.
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 It would work better.
I agree.
So now I gotta go. Yeah, you see what happened on the podcast? Now I gotta go. I made a promise. I need to rewatch Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the payoff at the end of that second season is so good.
Okay.
So good.
I trust you because I know you watch a lot. Like coming from me, I'm like, if you're telling me that, especially with the last episode of the first season of Tokyo Ghoul, which in my opinion is a masterpiece, if you're telling me that, it means it must be cool. So I'll do it because I literally watched, I think, a few minutes of the second season. I was like, I'm not watching this.
You saw the haircut and dipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but he's
but I think he was with the cops, like with the government. I was like, I'm gone like that.
Oh, are you talking about RE?
Am I crazy? I think that's what I watch. Yeah, I think that's what I watched.
Oh, that one sucks. That's the one I'm rewatching. Okay,
Oh.
never mind, Jan. Never mind.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
No, that one does suck. You're right.
Okay. So what do I need to watch then? Because I missed one. It means I missed.
No. I think because I know that the season 1 originally ends with him getting captured by Jason, right? So, and then season 2 ends when the owl shows up, correct? Or is that all one season and I'm tripping?
Maybe it's one season. It's been too long. I don't remember, but I'm being reassured right now because you were telling me it's worded, and now I'm understanding that what I watched was kind of crappy, and I'm like,
if it's the one where he's with the hunters, like the ghoul hunters, no, that was like
I'm gone. Like I watched 5 minutes of it, and I'm like, oh, he's on that side now. I don't care. I'm out.
Yeah, I hate to.
That's the one I'm trying to get through.
I hate to break it to you, Yan, but
oh no,
the promise has
Change
already
his hair
been
again?
made. No, the promise has already been made, Yan.
No, because we were not talking about the right season. We were not talking about that season, so it's not the same thing. I know what I'm
watching it. You're watching it.
Yan is not a man of his word. I see how it is. It's okay.
No. Hey, I respect that. No, I'm taking it upon myself to rewatch that one. It's not nearly as bad as I remember, but it's still not great. It's not like how this, to me, what the second season ended like. It's not that at all, and I kind of hate it.
No, because I remember in my mind that's how it happened. Like you're watching, like I'm watching one of the best episode ever. It's gonna be a spoiler. I don't care, but like he's being tortured and he basically snapped, and it's crazy. One of the best scenes I've ever seen. Yes. And then I click, and I'm just like, oh, he's with the government, and he changed. I'm out. Like that's kind of what happened to me from memory, but maybe I skipped something. So I'm gonna go back to it.
I think you might have skipped a season, dude. Because if you're talking about when he fought Jason, that's the end of the first season. But there's a second season after that where he's not with the ghoul hunters.
So I completely missed something.
You completely missed. Yeah. So you do have to go back and watch that second season.
So I can respect my promise. Everything the right.
Problem solved, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm stoked though, because in my mind I thought I had to watch the freaking dude with the government. I'm stoked now because it's not what I have to watch. So no problem at all. No problem. But again, I do want to precise. I don't always have good reasons. Like I remember when I was watching Sword Art, I'm very corny. Like the main couple of Sword Art, I was like, if you break them up, I'm stopping the watch. Like I'm that petty. When I watch something, I'm like, if you do that, gone, and it's such a bad reason. Such a bad reason, but that's me watching something.
You watched Akamega Kill though. That's like spin the wheel and see who dies. like
I was kind of expecting it though. I was like, it's an asset, and it was really badass though. I liked it. It was a cool watch. I love when like it's a mix of badass characters, especially like assassins. I don't know. The whole concept was sold, but I wasn't expecting. I was like, everybody's gonna die probably. So I was fine going into it. It's like Attack on Titans. I was like, I won't end well, and I was lucky because my favorite character is Levi. So I was kind of lucky.
They nerfed that boy so bad.
I know.
So bad.
So I heard, because I didn't read, like, you know what I mean? Like but even through the seasons, I would agree even. So,
yeah.
But he's awesome still.
Oh, 100%. One of the best characters there is.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Just poker face, super strong. It's my kind of, I love OP characters in general, and I think he is, so.
Hell yeah. Most definitely, man. I would agree with you.
I'm going to do a hard pivot here.
Oh.
We're going to transition out of some anime.
You have to be honest. You kind of, you have to.
Yeah, I could talk about this shit all day.
Yeah.
I would do that every week, just anime conversations.
Let's talk about Ricky for a second. Where'd you meet Ricky, and what was kind of like your relationship with Ricky prior?
Well, so Ricky and I have a lot of mutual friends, and we had actually never met until we started this band. My local bands had opened up for him at certain points and stuff like that, but we never got to meet each other. We're really close or anything like that. But I had just quit my band in like 2020, my band Sigil, and I was looking to do something else. And all my friends backed me because, you know, they were like, "Oh, dude, you love doing this. You can't just like quit." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, fair." So, our friend Alexis saw that Ricky made a post, and it was like, "I want to start like, I think it said something like, I want to start like a tech death band." And she sent it to me, and she goes, "I threw your name in the hat." And I was like, "I can't play tech death." And she goes, "Okay, well, I think he just wants people to like." I think he just wants people to play with. So, you know, you should just do it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Ricky Hoover's going to hit me up and we're going to start a band. Sure. Whatever. Yeah. Right. And later that night he hit me up and he was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Alexis says you're a good guitar player. I've seen some of your guitar videos. You want to start a band?" And I was like, yeah, sure. So I was just like, it happened kind of like randomly, to be completely honest. It was just kind of like right place, right time. But you know,
16-year-old you screaming in your head like, what is happening at the moment?
kinda. And you know, and I had friends in the music industry. I was actually at that point I was living with Nick from Molotov, and we're very good friends. And you know, my buddy Dom lived with us too. And Nick and I were going to start something, maybe something on the side next to like Molotov or whatever. And when Ricky hit me up, he's like, "Just go do the Ricky thing." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, fair enough, man. Hey, if you're saying it, then sure." But yeah, like
She allowed you to go towards Ricky.
yeah. Yeah, he let me free.
Yeah. What is it? He gave you his sock. What's the Dobie? What's the Dobby thing?
He gave me a sock in the book, isn't it?
Yeah. An article of clothing to free the house elf.
I love
Dobby
that your
is a
brain
free
went
elf.
there, though. Perfect reference. Wow.
Oh man. But yeah, no, that's kind of just how it started, and we've been doing it ever since. It's kind of wild because like I said, I would have expected that. But
it was also a surprise because like as somebody who's been like, I was following Ricky because I was one of the people being very devastated when he wasn't in Suffocate anymore. To me, Ricky was to the same extent to like, you know, like we keep talking about icons. To me, all day I'm gonna say Ricky was an icon in our scene back then and stuff. And then he became a barber, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I was following on Tumblr and everything, and he kept saying over the years that he wouldn't do that anymore. It was like he would do Q&As, and all the time, "Are you gonna redo Deathcore? Are you gonna do music?" And he was just like, "Nah, stop asking me that." So I kind of gave up on him going back into music. And then he started teasing, and I was like, wait, is he coming? So I think it was also a surprise on that side. Like, wait, what? Like, is he back for real? So it was surprising, I think, for that reason as well.
I'm curious, were you even surprised that Ricky was coming back to do music?
yeah, because I had heard the same thing, you know, like, and I know he was a barber. I know he was a pretty popular barber. Like, you know, he was doing very well. And so he posted that, and I was like, okay, so maybe he wants to do something, whatever, cool. But he's going to get, you know, a professional, like, you know, and at that point in my time, I was by no means a fucking professional. Like, I had been in local bands and toured a minor amount. So I was just like, okay, yeah, whatever. If he's going to do something on a big scale, he'll probably just, you know, get somebody else. And originally he just kind of wanted it to be like a local band or
that's what I was gonna ask. Like, was touring and making it bigger even like a part of the plans, or was it just like, hey, let's do a few songs and we'll see type of thing?
Yeah, not even we'll see. It was like, hey, I don't want to tour, and I kind of just want this to be an internet project. And you know, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, totally. And next thing I know, you know, we're touring, and we're touring a lot these days, which is awesome. So we're trying to tour even more this year because, you know, we just released an album. So from then to now, a lot of things have changed, and like nothing's, so it just goes to prove nothing's really impossible. Like somebody says they're done, they're not necessarily done. They might just need some time to heal from their past trauma. And I think now Rick, this is the longest band Ricky's been in. He even said, so he said, I think it was only 4 years or 5 years in Suffocate, and this has been 6 now that we've been doing this. So it kind of things just kind of work out, man. And you got to have the right people in your corner, and you know, people got to be patient with each other, and being in a band's hard. It's 5 different personalities. Maybe Suffocate didn't work because the personalities didn't mesh or whatever. I wasn't there. I don't know. I can't say, but you know, I think that, you know, we probably mesh a little better with Ricky than those guys, you know.
And I could be wrong, but I think it's such a different version of Ricky as well. He told us, like, you know, back during Suffocate, first of all, like, we're all like, go back in time, we're all kids, like we're younger and stuff like that. It was going through stuff. You look at him now, I mean, like, dude's a dad, he's ripped, like, no, it's crazy. Like, it looks like I mean, saw him in real life, and I was just like, oh, okay, so feel like a teenager again. And like the dude, it's crazy. And he's in a really, even himself, I think he said he was in a much better place. So like things are made to happen like a certain way. And I feel like for you guys, cause it was seamless to me. Like when you made your entry, you were already like touring with all the biggest deathcore bands, like pretty much soon afterwards, at least from my perspective. That's kind of how it happened.
Yeah, so the early tours are like the Carnifex stuff. You guys did the Winds of Plague, like those, like that run a show, and
like who does that? Like it's just like, so
yeah, I mean, to me it was like a dream come true. Like, you know what I mean? I'm finally getting to be in a band, and I'm finally getting to do this. And you know, I like I said, I had gotten to a point where it was like, maybe it just won't happen. Maybe you know, like I've had those thoughts. Maybe I need to do something else, you know. But if you stick with it long enough, something will happen. You stay in a band of music so long, you start to meet people, you start to make connections, you start to make friends, and it'll work out in your favor if you're a good person and you're willing to make compromises and work with people. Because at the end of the day, that is what a band is. You need to make compromises. You got to get out of your comfort zone, and you have to overall be a good hang and be almost like not mediator's not the right word. Like there's a lot of diffusing and stuff like that when it comes to meshing all those different personalities. So there's always got to be, you know, a moderator, I guess is the proper term that I'm looking for here, and someone with a level head.
Makes sense. And also I'm guessing, because I was never in the touring band, thank God, because I was terrible musically back then. But no one wanted to see that. But it's also because sometimes there's not like a big reason for somebody to act, or like it's just personalities, and sometimes there's bad days. So I'm guessing there's a lot of being just understanding, and okay, there's no logic behind that. You just were stressed and you acted that way. That kind of, because I'm guessing a lot of situations are kind of stupid little things, would be my guess. And you're just like, is that the reason? And there's like no logic really behind it other than that person is tired and stressed and that thing happened. So
yeah, man. And I mean, that happens, you know, everybody's human. Like it'd be crazy to ask somebody, well, don't have a bad day. Or it's like,
I mean,
no. Yeah.
Just live with somebody you're gonna see, right? Even if that person is your best friend in the world, just live with the person. No matter your personality, both stuff gonna happen. It's just how it is.
No, 100%. And it's like, as long as you can like take the initiative to not have a bad day every day, then great. We're already in a better spot, you know? Or if you like, I tell my guys, I was like, it's okay to have a bad day. do not make your bad day a consistent problem for everybody. That is the compromise. And it's okay to have a bad day if you need to walk off, if you need to do your own thing, if you just need to be alone until like showtime, whatever, man. I get it. Things are going on at home or things are going on the road. You miss your girlfriend, you miss your mom, you miss your dad, you miss your kid, like whatever. Like the thing is, we have to be understanding to a point that everybody's human, and the person who's upset has to understand that they're not the only one in the RV. Like it's just a give and take.
Yep. And again, it's gonna sound super cliche. Everybody says that, but like it can help so much just to communicate. Just telling, like, if I was in a situation like that, I would try to just say it, guys. Not saying like I need my space, but more of a I'm gonna be more on the low to like it sucks for me now, so I don't. Just if you communicate, it's like there's less to it won't lead to a misunderstanding, because I feel like a lot of that stuff is just like you took it a certain way because of this and this. If you just say it prior, I feel like that. Sorry about that already. I'm gonna pick myself up, but at least everybody knows afterwards it's better. A lot of that stuff I feel like is there's some people who lives it in their head and they never say anything, so you're just like, what is happening? I think that makes things worse. So
yeah, 100%. Or it's like I said, I can be a terror too. I get it. Like, you know, if I'm stressed or I'm like worried about something or something's not going right with the show or whatever, load in RV problems, whatever it might be, I take a step back and then I come back and I'm like, hey,
someone
I
got
apologize.
a haircut.
Someone got a haircut. And just like that, we're back on anime.
don't make me upset.
No, but like,
I wish I could tell you there's more to it. I don't think there was.
Ian would be the worst hang in the van if he was watching anime on tour.
No, but I'm the worst person. Like in my relationships, I would tell the person, like, if they do that to the character, I stop watching, and they would be like, you know, it's probably gonna happen, and I don't want to stop watching. Like, we're invested, and I was like, well, I think I cannot believe I'm like that, but I am guilty. Sometimes I would stop watching just because they did something to a character. I'm like, it's over. Like, that's kind of what happened to Walking Dead, to be fair. They killed my favorite character. I was like, I'm gone. It's over. Yeah. So
I get it. I mean, that happened with a lot of people with Walking Dead, though.
Yes.
Like, you were definitely not the only one.
Yeah. They killed him in the worst possible way. On top of, I was just like, it's over.
Nah, it was pretty badass.
It was kind of brutal. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of like,
oh, it's a great scene. Everything. It's just me being petty about it. It's just me being like upset about it, which means that they did a good job. To be honest, that's what it means. So
did you like turn it off immediately when it happened?
No, or? I tried. I'm joking about it, but like what made me stop Walking Dead was because, spoiler alert for people watching or hearing. Anyway, whatever. It's been like years, but Rick through the seasons, like, if I don't go into the fact that he's like the worst leader I've ever seen in terms of characters, he slowly becomes a bit more badass. And by the point before that scene, has a big beard. He becomes crazy. He's like biting people. I'm like, finally, he has what it takes. And then Negan arrives, breaking downs, back to the first reason, Rick. And I was like, I'm gone. It's over. Like, it's difficult for me. I understand that it's not reality, but watching a show that the entire time you're like, he could do that easily. He has a weapon. What are you doing? And they're not doing shit. I was just like, I'm gone. Maybe it's just me, but I was just like, you had 50 billion opportunities to kill the guy. He's standing right there with a baseball bat. You have weapons. What is happening here? So I was just like, it's over. And I think Rick puts back on his cop's outfit. I was just like, okay, it's over. He shaves. He's wearing like his I was just like, I'm done. Like, that's like terrible. So to my defense, I think a lot of people gave up on it during that era. I think.
Yeah. No, they definitely did. I would agree with you. I gave up on like season 2 or 3. So.
Oh.
Yeah, because to be fair, to get to that point is already a stretch. Let's be real. There was a lot of fucking filler.
I feel better right now.
You know, so.
Yeah. No, you did better than I did. Because like after season 2 or 3, I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest, right? You watch it, and by season 2, you realize that if they would have kept Shane instead of him, they would have been better off. And you're just like, what is he doing? Like, basically, just for people who never watched, I'm gonna save you right now. Don't watch it. Just understand that the main character is taking all the wrong decisions every time. They go in a new place. Let's trust these people that we don't know and give up all our weapons and everything just to see what happens. That's Walking Dead.
Yep.
Every time.
That's correct.
The whole crew, by the way, is like, Rick, maybe we should. I don't think we should do that. It's going to be fine.
Hey, man, hot take. Maybe we should just kill them and take their resources. Like, hot take. We might survive that way.
That would have been such a badass show too, if that's what the thing was every time.
Dude, right? I would watch that.
Wait, we need like an anime redo of The Walking Dead where they just kill everyone all the time.
Oh my god, yeah.
Make it like a different group who only does that.
Yeah.
Yes.
the OP, The Walking Dead.
Right.
Oh, that would be so sick. Like, you think it's going to be like a boss or whatever killed in 2 minutes. Gone.
Yep. It's pretty much solo leveling with zombies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm liking that. Oh, my God. That would be so great. Not to go back on anime, but before I forget, when is the next? Do you know if there's a date or whatever? Because I cannot. There's no date, right?
I heard they're taking like a break, which probably means it's going to be like 2 or 3 years. So. Yeah, we
gotta quit delivering bad news to Yan on the show. He's gonna start crying.
I just keep on fucking giving it to him too.
But he's the one asking. To be fair, yeah.
Are they gonna change his hair on top of it for the next season?
Shit,
like, what's the next thing? It
might be white, and he might have black nails, dude.
Oh man, I gave up on anime for less than that. So what's gonna like for way less? No, but solo leveling. Like, not to go back on anime, I promise. But it was like it went from I don't know if I want to watch that to my top 3. Like in my top 3, like instantly.
Oh yeah.
One of the most badass characters, because for people, if you go online on Reddit or anywhere, I would be the equivalent of a deathcore band in the metal world, which what I mean by that is I love everything that people like. I love OP characters. I love like when it's badass. People are like, oh, but he's OP. That's why I'm watching.
That's the point.
Why are you watching? I don't want to watch people struggling. Like, what are we? I would watch like something else.
If not, you'd watch The Walking Dead.
Yes. Want to watch people struggling? That's what I would be watching. That's perfect.
This is all tying together here.
It is. It really is. So.
All right. Let's talk. I want to know more about Vegas. Because to be frank, I've been to Vegas a few times. I got married in Vegas, so there's that. But and then the times I've played in Vegas has been like at Eagle Airy Hall, and I mean, was that a go-to spot for you growing up? Maybe.
Yeah, that was kind of like when I was in my 20s that got brought up. There are a lot of other venues that I would say I grew up with, but Eagle Airy has been a staple for a while, and it's actually still around. So, I mean, it's one of the few all ages venues that has stayed in Vegas. Before that, it was like Area 702 Skate Park and the Farm and Jillian's. There was the Hammer House back in the day. There were so many venues to go to that just aren't here anymore. So
the smaller to mid-sized like venues are like kind of non-existent now.
They kind of just don't, because you have a lot of corporate venues here, like House of Blues is in Mandalay Bay, the Pearl is at the Palms. You have a lot of 21 plus. So like like Backstage Bar and Billiards. I'm sure everybody's been to. You know, that's still around as well, and those are great. Those are great. You know, venues. I'll use that term loosely. They're good venues, but they're just not like the things I've seen in other cities. You know what I mean? And I know it's hard to keep an all ages venue open, but somebody needs to figure out a way, because like that's like, I feel like getting younger kids into metal is like why we do this. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool playing 21 plus. I can drink, I can be a fucking degenerate, I can say whatever the hell I want, but you know, at the end of the day, if it's all ages, you're opening it to more demographics than just your typical angry metal man. Like, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of those. I think there's a lot of those.
You get the naive to come in before they're old and jaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't know what's coming, but
oh man,
it's pretty good. Since we're on the topic though, we're talking about the new generation. What do you think of the whole revival thing? I love asking that. You know, like the MySpace deathcore. I don't know if you tuned into some of the, you know, like Reverend bands like that. Like, is it like, how did you react when you're just like, oh my god, it's back type thing? Or
dude, yeah, no, like you know, Reverence, you know, Psycho Frame, like all these bands bringing back those old classic, like almost grindy, like deathcore bands is fucking awesome. There was one I just saw recently. I think it was Mauled. Is it Mauled?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mauled are fucking
dude.
awesome, man.
Oh, they fucking rip. They fucking rip. I love that. And it's just angry and aggressive, and that's like, it's like my favorite type of shit. You know what I mean? You know, I'm in a black and deathcore band, but I love just angry, fucked up, like grindy sounds. It just makes me want to, you know, it makes me want to punch somebody in the head. I don't know. It brings me back to old Chase.
Feeling. I think it's the correct response.
Mission accomplished in those cases, right? But I feel like we were missing that sort of energy for a minute in deathcore.
I would agree with you. We just don't have raw, visceral deathcore like we used to, and the fact that it's coming back in that way makes me very happy. You know, you never know where. It's funny because you never know where these things are going to go or what trends are going to be around. Like you mentioned a new metal revival, and we're kind of having a MySpace revival as well. It's fucking awesome. Like, who would have thought? Not me.
No one.
I don't know. Yeah.
Screamo's making a comeback. I'm here for it, man. But
I'm down for that.
Would have never thought, you know.
Yeah. What's that one band? They kind of look like Silverstein back in the day. They're out playing in a
Promise
field.
The World, I think, something like that.
That band.
I Promise the World.
That band is sick.
So fucking sick.
I'm listening to it all the time. I'm not kidding. I've been listening to that. The first single they released was already awesome, but I'm a big fan of the second one they released. The end with the melodic.
EP fucking slaps. Yeah.
It's so good. Thank you, whoever was just like, let's bring that back. Thank you so much.
I agree.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we've had like bands over the years, kind of like Boundaries and stuff like that, and even there's like an older, the kind of crossover like death metal hardcore bands that are also coming back to. I don't know, man. It's a cool time. It's a cool time to be like 35 and to like
pretty much
to have like the styles that we thought were gone being like at the forefront again. I don't know. I think it's cool, man.
Dude, even when like Dying Wish, I found out about them, I was like, oh my god, this is like prime metalcore. This is like fucking awesome. And then like everybody's like, oh, a hardcore band or a hardcore band. I was like, they're a metalcore band. This is fucking sick. Like, you know what I mean? I was like brought back to like in this moment almost, like with the Fragments of a Bitter Memory. I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is like that first In This Moment record. It's awesome.
I'm here for it, man. It's cool. It's cool to see all that stuff coming back. What what were kind of the bands in Vegas that were doing the rounds back then, like locally? Like, you know, I can think of like Molotov and Misericordium and like stuff like that. Like, what was the good shit back then?
Yeah, man. Molotov and Misericordium for sure. Shout out Nick Pitaro too. Love that guy.
Sir.
That's the boy. I mean, a lot of bands. You know, I grew up with bands like Folsom. Folsom is a great hardcore band out of Vegas. They're actually Spirit World now, which Spirit World kills it. But Folsom again was just angry, pissed off hardcore, and I loved that. Let's see, who else was back in the day? I'm trying to think. I mean, everybody would make their rounds through Vegas. The popular bands were like Winds of Plague, Oceano, Suffocate. Those bands would always come through. I'm trying to think if we had anyone else. I mean, we're famous for like the Killers, Five Finger Death Punch, Falling in Reverse.
I mean,
yeah,
that's something.
You know, it's something. It's not
massive hack,
you know.
Well, I'm trying to picture like Five Finger Death Punch like in a community center, you know? That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah.
But like them starting out, like, I mean, they must have had some sort of phase where they weren't fucking playing arenas, right?
Dude, yeah. No, actually, I mean, dude, they still just kind of like hang around town. Like Chris Cale is like a good friend of mine. Like he comes to hardcore shows. He comes to the Veteran Hall shows.
Hell yeah.
He shows face. He's fucking awesome. And you know, I know not everybody's a Five Finger Death Punch fan or whatever, like that, whatever. But like Chris holds it down for like underground music and metal and everything like that. So if you can't respect that, that's just I don't know. I respect a guy even if he's in a different genre of music going out to those types of shows.
Oh, and I mean, objectively, the dude's in a fucking massive band. Like, you know, like regardless of what anyone thinks about the band or the dude, like objectively successful, right?
Yeah, totally. But, you know, I mean, you have a lot of people that live out here now, too, in the industry. Like Corey Taylor's got a house out here. Pretty sure, I think it's Ryan from Motionless in White lives out here. You know, a bunch of people live out here now. It's kind of becoming a little hub.
Didn't Shane from Silverstein move out to Vegas? Am I crazy?
No, he did. I think Ricky actually did his podcast, and I think he's gotten haircuts from Ricky since.
Okay.
So like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, my uncle, Gingerfish, lives out here now too. And he plays in Rob Zombie still. So, you know, it's becoming a little hub, and like he has his friends that live out here too and everything. And I feel like California's slowly just creeping towards falling off the edge, and people are moving to Vegas to kind of make up for that.
Yeah. I mean, there's like, I don't know, there's something to be said with like LA. I mean, people have been getting out of LA and Cali. Like people have been going to, you know, Austin and Nashville and just going kind of other places, and the music industry as a whole has been kind of moving around with it. But I didn't really make the connection that Vegas was one of those spots too, where there's more and more kind of people going out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not nearly as big as those places, I'll say that much, but there is prime opportunity out here. You know, Nashville, I know a lot of musicians go there to play like in cover bands or go play on is it Broadway Street, whatever street it is out there. But people are also doing that out here. I know Bryce from Ex Mortis just moved out here too. And he was talking about the opportunities to, you know, do music out here while he's home. So there's plenty of opportunity for it. It's just a matter of where you look.
Yeah. Well, I guess it makes sense too that like Vegas has like a shit ton of entertainment to begin with, right? So if we're talking about the same kind of stuff as playing in cover bands in Nashville, like I'm sure there's the equivalent to that in Vegas for sure, right? Playing out in the bars and the restaurants and stuff on the Strip.
100%. I mean, there's like 3 stages on Fremont that 80s bands play or cover bands play, and I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we get an emo cover band or something like that on Fremont Street, you know. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, someone's gonna owe you some royalties for that one.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be my band. I'm making a cover
there
band
we go.
surprise.
Were you into screamo, emo, post-hardcore, any of that stuff?
Fuck yeah. Anybody who tells you they weren't is a liar.
You
all
know,
come from the same
Linkin,
place.
Linkin Park to As You Lay Dying could have been a straight pipe thing without the emo in between, but you never know. But
Sure, but yeah, I mean, Silverstein was a big one actually. When Discovering the Waterfront came out, like that was fucking sick. That was a huge album for me, and so was The Silence of Black and White. Like those were two of my all-time favorite like emo records. That post-hardcore sound. Obviously, you know, being from Vegas, a big Escape the Fate fan too. It's really, really hard to not be, because like I saw somebody mention it earlier, like the guillotine with that breakdown at the end, Not the Truth and Cliche. Like those types of songs were just fucking awesome.
I mean, dude, they were massive as fuck. I can't imagine like locally what it must, right? Like they must have been one of those bands that people were like kind of proud that they were from Vegas type of thing.
Yeah, yes and no.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yes and no. I'm not going to name names, but you know, I'm sure there were some people that are not as stoked.
Yeah.
Probably.
I can see that. I can see that. I just meant more so from like a fan perspective. Like, if you're a fan of the band, be like, and you live in Vegas, you know, be like, oh, this is cool. This is cool to have this band be from Vegas, type of thing. You know.
Yeah, because they were
100%.
It was like on top of like of that scene. Like it was everywhere, like the videos and everything. So you had no choice. And you mentioned Silverstein. Like I think a lot of us also had like Silverstein was on my rotation.
They're semi-local to us, so for us it was kind of like a given, right?
Yep.
But
Yeah, that's got to be a trip.
Yeah. So Silverstein were always the goats for
They
sure.
were good. It was a good band.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, Silverstein, like I said, when Discovering the Waterfront came out, I had that album. I actually had a physical CD.
Yeah, I still got mine somewhere. Yeah.
I just had that shit on. I think I played it so fucking much that I fucking burnt it out or scratched it or something like that. And, but because of that, I found When Broken's Easily Fixed as well. So their prior stuff. And again, just those two records are just so amazing. They really shaped like my view of music at the time. So those were big records for me as well.
Oh yeah.
Great
All
band.
right, we're gonna end this one with one final crucial question for you.
Okay.
Sounds serious.
We got our boy Renee in here with the question.
Renee.
He's asking, why is Arby's absolute dog shit?
I knew it. Oh, Renee. They've got the meats, bro. They've got the meats. Come on. I hate this. The Arby's hate is so forced. That's my go-to when I'm on tour. Obviously Renee is not a fan and he thinks it's so absolute dog shit. This fucking guy.
I hate to say it, but I fully agree with him, man. I don't know.
No.
Maybe it's just an American thing and I'll never understand it. I don't know, but it's fuck Arby's in this house.
I never tried, so I
bro. It's so good. So you have the base roast beef and like whatever. That's give or take. Like I like it. I enjoy it. Maybe that's me. But they also have like a brisket burger. They also have steak bites. They also have a fucking awesome buffalo chicken sandwich. They've got a variety of fucking things. You might as well call that bitch Chili's. Like that's fucking sick. But that's just my opinion. I think the Arby's hate is forced.
I've probably had the wrong things. I've also puked. Arby's, like the nacho fucking sauce on the curly fries, fucking bullshit. I've vomited that outside the van twice. I don't know why I went for a second serving of those after having vomited the first time, but I maybe it's just PTSD at this point. But I can't do it.
Oh man. I mean, yeah, I get that. The nacho cheese has never been my favorite anywhere. that it's so artificial tasting. It doesn't even taste like even on a Philly cheesesteak, Cheese Whiz. I can't do that shit. It's like plastic.
Yeah, but somehow I could stomach the fucking shitty 7-Eleven nacho cheese better than the Arby's, but you know that's vile to begin with, so that's saying a lot.
That's fair. That's fair. I do be eating 7-Eleven cream cheese taquitos or whatever the hell they are.
The taquitos
are
so
tour.
fucking. I mean, look, I'll even see. It'll be very visible and very apparent that they have been rolling on that thing all fucking day long. I'll still eat it. I'll still buy it. I don't care, man. Those things are awesome.
I feel it.
I usually don't address the chat, but somebody said Arby is like Nickelback. I hope you meant that positively.
That's positive to me.
Arby. Yeah, I hope.
No, I think the relationship here is saying that the Nickelback hate is forced, right? It's the same thing for Arby.
Okay. That I would argue.
Yeah. That I would argue. I would agree. Sorry. I would agree to that. But if you're, it depends on the angle, because Nickelback is actually.
Two things could be true. It could be viewed in multiple ways, but.
Could be. But agreed. Nickelback hate is forced. We love Nickelback in this house.
Yes. We do enjoy a good Silver Side Up in this house. We'll at least agree on that.
Somebody who says that they hate Nickelback, put all your mindy in the car and look at them. Look at the person who just said that. Look at them properly. They're gonna force themselves not to be into it. That's what's gonna happen. So
it's true.
Say that.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Chase, for being on the show, man. This is awesome, man. Thanks so much for taking the time, man. I'm happy we got to do this before you were heading off for tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I'm very stoked, man. Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate you and accommodating me as well. I know I got to go to work soon, so thank you for moving your schedule back.
Worked out, man.
Absolutely, yeah. No, like I said, for us it was like a 30-minute, 1 hour kind of difference type of thing. So it's been a pleasure. I'd love for you to, if you've got anything to plug, if you want to plug the tour, if you guys got anything else going on, you personally, anything at all, leave you the space for that.
Sure. Yeah, we're going on tour with Orbit Culture. It's going to be February 18th through April 10th, going all through Canada, all through the US. So if you're in either of those spots, definitely come check it out. Our new album, Endless, has been out for just under 2 weeks now and is on all major streaming platforms. Check it out. Let us know what you think. If you love it, if you hate it, if you think it's mid or whatever Deathcore Reddit says, like the clean singing. And yeah, thank you for the support on it. Appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah.
Leave a comment and say that Deathcore isn't real metal. Just write that. How it goes.
100%.
All right, Chase. Well, we'll let you get on over to work. Have a good shift, and we'll have to keep in touch. All right.
Yeah, most definitely. If you guys find yourself in Vegas, let me serve you a few drinks.
100%.
Yes, sir. All right. I'll talk to you soon,
easy,
man.
y'all.
Peace out. If you made it to the end of this episode, thank you for watching. And hey, while you're here, hit that subscribe or follow button and a review. If you're watching or listening on a podcast platform, it would mean the world and it helps out more than you know. A big thank you as well to all of our supporters over on Patreon and on Twitch. New episodes every week, links to our Patreon, Discord, and socials in the description. We'll see you soon. We're out.